Hi guys, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving. I had a great one. Everybody was so happy and stuff, and I love seeing my family. So I'm here to show you some products that I just recently got. Some of them I did not use the Sephora VIB discount with, and some I did. So this is not really a Sephora VIB haul or anything. It's more like some products I want to show you, and of course I promised I would swatch this Dior Precious Rocks highlighter for you guys, so I'm going to do that too. And a little bit of flash there, but sorry about that. That's just a flash doing that. Anyway, washed out. This is a beautiful highlighter. It's so, like, when you touch it, it's so buttery and smooth. It's a champagne color highlighter with a little bit of pink in it. It's so gorgeous. Now, it's not like a shiny, in-your-face, blinding highlighter like the next product I'm going to show you, but this one is more natural, but it still has quite a bit of a glow to it. I'm going to go ahead and swatch that for you. And I love how the design is not really getting too messed up here, which is awesome. Of course, it's going to get messed up when you use it, but, you know, I don't know. It's just, what can I say? It's a sickness, guys. It's crazy. But then again, I take Instagram photos too, so, you know, it's all about the pleasing aesthetic of the way the thing looks sometimes, but it's so pretty. Look at the beautiful, beautiful shimmer of this highlighter. It's really gorgeous, and I'm going to blend it out for you. Of course, you don't wear it just straight on your face like that, so I'm going to blend it out and show you what it looks like blended out. So pretty. See, it blends right into my skin almost. It's got this beautiful shimmer to it. There's no glitter in it. It's just super, super pretty. I highly recommend it. It's limited edition. It is the Precious Rocks highlighter from Dior in 001. If you think you may be interested, go and get it because it is a holiday limited edition product, so it may not be there for too much longer. It's really pretty. I highly recommend it if you like more natural highlighters. Okay, now this next product I'm going to show you is from Ofra. It is the Glazed Donut Highlighter, and this thing is super freaking beautiful. I've had this thing for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I have not stopped using it. I've been using it every single day. This highlighter will knock your socks off. If you love blinding highlighters, if you love glossy highlighters, you will love this highlighter. It's super, super pretty. Let me swatch it for you. So, it's more, the Glazed Donut is more of a white highlighter. Like, if you like Becca's Pearl, it's kind of that same, you know, coloring as far as that goes. Beautiful on fair skin. Now you can get way too much highlighter without really trying to, because the highlighter is super pigmented. I'm gonna barely touch it. And that's how much product I've got off. So, I made a mistake. When I first wore it, I took my brush in there and I kind of swirled it in there, and I had too much on, and it was crazy. Like, I put on my cheeks. It was like this big white streak on my cheek. I had to really, really blend it out. So use very, very little touch with your brush to this highlighter because it is so pigmented. I mean, it's really easy to get too much on. But that's just like one swatch, barely touched it. And that's how much product I got out. It's so pretty. It's right under the Dior. See how the Dior is more subtle? And the Ofra one is, you can definitely see it. So be very careful with it when you use it. It's so pretty. I highly recommend it. It blends into your skin. It does not look powdery. And it's just super gorgeous. If you love a glossy highlighter, I highly recommend this highlighter. It's so pretty. And the packaging is pretty too. It's really pretty. I highly recommend it. This next product I'm going to talk about is the Hourglass Volume 3 Rose Gold Edition Holiday Palette. That was a mouthful. This is so pretty. It really, really, really is so pretty. I mean, I know I keep saying pretty in this video, but this thing, like, even though I already have it, I walk into Sephora and I look on the stand and I'm like, you know what? If I didn't have that, I would so buy it because it's so pretty. But seriously, I've been using this palette. It's got 6 shades in it. So you have diffused light. You have hypnotic strobe light, which is a highlighter. Dim light, which is a finishing powder. Luminous bronze light, which is a bronzer. A shiny bronzer, may I say. Surreal halo, which is a blush. And pure effect, which is a blush. And when I say pure effect, that blush is the reason I bought this palette. Yeah, I spent all that money on this palette because of that blush, but it's a good thing that I ended up loving this whole palette because it cost that much. The thing is so pretty. Just take a minute and just look at it. It's so pretty. Is that not one of the most gorgeous makeup products you've ever seen in your life? So pretty, right? So I'm going to do a few swatches here. I'm going to swatch this blush. This blush right here is the reason I bought this palette. Look at that. It is so glowy, so beautiful. Oh my goodness, it is just so pretty, guys. It's so pretty. Look at that. I think I need to redo those swatches, so bear with me for a second. Alrighty, so I've got some swatches for you that actually look pretty decent. So there you go. That blush is so gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I'm telling you, they have to make a thing on that blush because I love that blush so much. It's a beautiful palette. It's gorgeous. One and done face palette. You don't really need it, but it's nice to have. I tell you, these Hourglass products in themselves are just so innovative and so nice, and I love Hourglass's products. They are a little on the pricey side, but you definitely get what you pay for, and you will not be disappointed. I am in love with Hourglass, so highly recommend this if you can still get your hand on it. And next we have an eyeshadow palette from Tom Ford. This is Orchid Haze. And I've had my eye on it for quite some time here, probably a couple of years or so, if not a little bit longer. I am in love with Tom Ford's products. I'm actually surprised I don't have more of his makeup products because I'm just in love with the packaging and everything about his makeup products. But I will tell you, this eyeshadow palette is really pretty. And I can't believe I waited so long to get it. But just look at the packaging itself. Isn't that pretty? It's just so luxe. And I love just the packaging itself anyway. But let me show you what the actual product looks like. Okay, so these are the eyeshadows. And if you like cool toned eyeshadows, you will probably love this palette because they are definitely cool toned. So you have 3 shimmers, and then you have a matte. These are shimmers, and this is a matte. So I'm going to do some swatches for you real quick. Alright, so I'm glad I actually paused the camera because it was a little bit tougher to get pigmentation out of this palette than I'm used to with Tom Ford, so I'm not quite sure if that's the palette itself or it's because it's Orchid Haze, but I mean, it's not too bad, but you know, just had to dip in a little, like twice. So these are the shades. I mean, they're pretty. They're not knock your socks off shades. I do have palettes that I'm more in love with, but they are pretty shades. So that's what they look like. The lightest shade is definitely my favorite because I'm like a sucker for highlighter shades. I mean, I just can't help it. That's just me. It's my preference, but it's really pretty. I do wish there was more pigmentation, but I guess I'll keep it. It's pretty to look at, but I'll probably go ahead and try to wear it tomorrow and see how I like it. So, still on the fence about this baby right here. And last but not least is this Lancome highlighter. 3 highlighters in 1 video. Go figure. That's me. But this is a Lancome highlighter and the packaging is sleek. I like that. And this is the dual finish highlighter in 01 Shimmering Buff. I think they have, what, 5 or 6 shades. I've kind of been eyeing this every time I go out, go shopping. I've been eyeing this highlighter, so it was probably about time that I picked it up. You know, it's a given. And then it has this the little cover on it with the flower. It's gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Take that off. It's so pretty. Just look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my god, the lid is falling down. No. Super gorgeous. Swatch it for you. It's so soft, and just look at that. Isn't that pretty? Now this looks very similar to the Dior one. It's a champagne shade, except for this has more gold in it. Swatch that for you real quick. Right there at the bottom. Very, very pretty. And you know what? I actually want to do a comparison. So we're going to take, where's my Dior highlighter? Yeah. We're going to take this and we're going to compare these two. Okay, so when you open them up, you can tell that they're different shades. I thought they might be similar, but they're actually not. They're both beautiful. Well, when you swap them side by side, you can tell that they're different, so that's good. I don't have dupes. Pretty sure I have dupes in my makeup collection somewhere, but these aren't dupes. So the top one is the Lancome, and the bottom one is the Dior. And the Lancome looks a little bit more shinier than the Dior. Dior is definitely more subtle. So there is that. And I'm actually going to end this video here. Hope you like my little makeup haul. I'm in love with these products. The Tom Ford one, I'm still gonna try that out on my eyes and see how I like it. It's pretty to look at, but hey, you know, gotta try it out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Hopefully it will, though. I've really had my eyes on Orchid Haze for a while, but... So, I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I will see you later.